13 and under action Falcons United on the kickoff, trying to set the tone. Looks like he wanted to turn on those pew-pews, a.k.a. Jets. That's patented by Corey and Clay, the pew-pew boys.
The pew-pew boys. So here we have what? Falcons United, and they're going against
Louisiana Wave. So, of course, everyone who follows youth football knows who Hayes is, the quarterback of the Falcons United's. Your protocol, or what we could say, drop back quarterback. He's a guy who scans the field and can do multiple reads and can make all the throws. So Louisiana is given the task today to try to defend that defensively. You'll see they'll come on this game in a cover 2, doing their research already. They're not even going to bring that safety down in the box the entire game. So this quarterback will start out in shotgun, 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 receiver to the top. And it's going to be the air show for Falcons United. And they'll get them early. So, Corey, they won't have any problems calling that offsides on that play. We've seen it over the weekend with the kids being able to get back, not touching anybody. You know, as they're trying to really interpretate that rule of 3 different things: offsides, encroachment, and neutral zone infraction. So, you know, so trying to really interpretate those 3. But offsides clearly on Louisiana at the beginning of the game. So if you're just joining the broadcast, the score is 0-0, opening drive for Falcons United, and Louisiana on the defense. Hayes at quarterback. He'll throw a bubble screen real quick to wide receiver. He'll be tackled immediately, gets around to the 23-yard line. That's enough to move the chain. So the 1st and 10 on the first pass from Hayes after a 5-yard penalty.
And it's a good pass because the defense is giving so much room. So, you know, it's just smart for the quarterback to take what they give him.
Absolutely. And up to the right-hand side, off the right-hand side tackle, and he plows his way close to the first down markers. And that's enough to move the chain. So 2 plays, 2 first downs are converted. Would you say this offense is on schedule right now, Corey?
Oh, yeah. It's going in the right direction, right toward the end zone, and they're not taking much time here. They're getting the plays in from the OC, and they get right out there ready to go. There's no huddle at all.
And off to the opposite side this time. Has good blocking. He'll run right into the end zone. Falcons United make it look really easy as they have 3 plays for a touchdown. So no resistance at all. Did they even pinch him there, Corey, Louisiana?
Well, they made the tackle on the wide receiver.
So they let them know they're out there on the football field. So listen, Louisiana's going to need to tighten up really quick if they want to try to slow this offense down, which is led by Hayes for Falcons United. So you score 6-0 early in this game. 8 minutes and 24 seconds. Didn't take Falcons United long at all to put points up on the board. Point after attempt. Hand off to the left-hand side. This time he's hitting the backfield, and he'll be hit short. And that's going to have you score 6-0. We'll get an opportunity right now to look at Louisiana's offense and how they'll be able to respond to that quick touchdown from the Falcons.
Usually I say 3 yards in the cloud of dust, but that's 3 plays in the cloud of dust.
Pretty much.
Louisiana has to get this defense on track real quick because if you're looking at it, Falcons United is firing on every cylinder, and they now have to respond offensively. First, let's get this ball back right here.
Well, Corey, what I like what they did, they took what the defense gave them. They saw them in a cover 2, so instead of just forcing the ball in the air, they took what they gave them. That's the T-shirt that you patented yesterday. Take what the defense gives you.
Yeah.
And since in the cover 2, they just ran it until those safeties are going to eventually have to come down in the box. But then it becomes a chess game because once that safety comes down in the box,
oh, they're going over time.
You got it. So Louisiana has a lot to figure out in a little bit of time. They'll kick this ball off from the 35-yard line. First quarter action here. Deep
Big
hit.
boot. Oh, goes through the returner's hand.
He'll feel that around the 8-yard line, tries to get back up, see if these guys stay in their lanes. And he won't gain a yard, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be hit right where he fielded that ball out. They're going to start their offense at a dangerous position at their own 12-yard line. So this is where Louisiana set up their offense. And they don't seem too excited to get out there to that huddle.
No. But it's a ball game, man, and that's what you signed up for. So it doesn't matter who's on the other side of it. You have to get out there and really, really want to have to, put up some points right here. They showed you their offense. It's time for you to get out there and showcase your skills.
Yeah, well, Corey, what I mean, how many times have you had an old school coach, don't walk on my football field?
Oh, you say it every day in and day out. Do not walk on the football field. Show some type of
sense of urgency.
Yeah, got to get out there. Let's see what they come out here with. Handoff.
And they go backwards.
All the way backwards. That play was unsuccessful from the beginning.
Yeah.
And it all starts up front with blocking, and right there, it was like the floodgates. Second down here.
Brings up 2nd and 14 for Louisiana. Quarterback scans the field. He'll get his player set. Player in motion. And they'll pitch it. Ball's on the ground.
Dangerous.
And it's trouble.
Play. And it's picked up. And
Falcons
it is
United
a
scoop and score.
touchdown.
This may get ugly if it hasn't gotten ugly already.
No, it didn't got ugly.
It got ugly.
That play was dangerous from the beginning.
Yeah, it didn't develop well. You don't want to pitch when your back is against the end zone. So they kind of shot themselves in the foot very, very early.
Yes. What?
On the return, he'll get it around to the 8-yard line, but not a lot of room, even on special teams for the Wave so far. It's been all Falcons United, and they've been smothering Louisiana literally from the kickoff. So in every aspect of the game, special teams, offense, and defense. So we'll see if Louisiana can kind of settle these kids down and, you know, put a run up against this Falcons United's defense. So we get ready for Louisiana to bring this offense out. And 2nd and 10 for the Wave. Quarterback gets under center. And off to the right-hand side. Met by a host of Falcons. Not a yard there, so not a lot of success running at these defensive tackles of the Falcons United. That's going to bring up 3rd and long for Louisiana. Score right now, if you're just joining the broadcast, 12-0, Falcons United. And we'll have a timeout on the field. And 1st and 10 for Falcons United, 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in this first quarter. Hayes in the shotgun, twins to the bottom of your screen, one receiver to the top. They'll hand it off to the right-hand side once again, and he'll rumble and tumble. And he's a big back. He'll get all the way to the 10-yard line. And so Falcons United, seeing that this team is playing them in a cover 2, so they're electing to keep the ball on the ground until they come out of that cover 2 or that 2 high. Spread formation. Quarterback now looks to the middle of the actual end zone. Incomplete there. Tried to fit it in a tight window. Incomplete on the play. 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first quarter. He'll head to the sideline, gets his instructions from the offensive coordinator. Second and 10. Twins receivers to the bottom of the screen. Trips, excuse me. Handoff right up the middle once again. Breaks a couple tackles. Tough run by the Falcons United running back. Gets down to around the 5-yard line. Let's see where they officially spot the ball. So that's going to bring up short distance. They can get a first once again around the 2-yard line. Spread formation, one back in the backfield, quarterback's in shotgun. They'll look to the corner end zone, slant, and quick touchdowns for Falcons United. They increase their lead to 18-0, and we're on the verge of a running clock, ladies and gentlemen. If they convert this point after attempt,
in the first quarter,
and this will be an accelerated clock, and we're in the first quarter of action. So Falcons United able to pile on the points relatively quick against this Louisiana Wave 13 and under team. Of course, Falcons United trying to throw their hat in for that top running 13 and under ranking position as we get early season. And the point after attempt will be no good. So that brings your score, ladies and gentlemen, 18-0, 2 minutes and 58 seconds in the first quarter. And that brings up 2nd and 11. Haven't been able to gain a yard against this Falcons United defense thus far. They come out with 3 linemen and have not just been able to block the 3 linemen up front. Linebackers really haven't made too many plays and didn't need to. So they win the numbers game, Louisiana up front. It's with the 3 down linemen getting the backfield. You see it once again, penetration, balls on the ground, just from the initial 3 linemen. So it's going to be Falcons United football. So you'll get to see this offense once again. And timeout, Louisiana. Third and 11 for Louisiana, and not a lot of action from them offensively. They have not been able to block the front 3 of this Falcons United defense. And here we go once again, pressure's up.
Oh, double pass. Nope, he pulls it down. Oh, he throws it.
And then he's past the line of scrimmage,
yes,
so that ball will come back. So incompleted pass, but past the line of scrimmage. He threw it at the 30, at the 45-yard line. So that'll come back. A legal forward pass.
But I like the call.
Yeah, well,
I mean, you haven't been getting it traditionally. Something is like a spark play there to try to help you out, and it really caught FU off guard right there because the receiver was way behind the defense.
Yeah, he got past the defense man and caught him sleeping there because the 3 front players have just been able to take care of business thus far in the game. So defensive backs, so they had a free down there, but you gotta like the play call. You know that old saying, Corey, is either you lay down or you get down. And so they don't want to lay down. They definitely want to get down and continue trying to put some type of pressure or effort against this Falcons United defense. So that's going to bring up 4th and long. So it's decision time for Louisiana. Do they punt here? They'll back them up and assess those yards first before the down and distance.
Yeah.
So 4th and forever.
Yeah, you punt this ball away.
And here's what goes in a lot of play calling sometimes with you football teams. We always like to say we would like to punt in certain situations, but sometimes that punt game is not strong. Sometimes they'll rather take a chance offensively instead of putting their punter in the backfield.
And it looks like they're taking a chance on me.
Yeah, well, you just never know. So quarterback throws that play, tried to run the same play again. This time they clean it up in the backfield, and so they'll give Falcons United very good field position as they'll line it up around the 32-yard line. And we'll see Hayes come back out there as the general for his offense. And let's see what they call here. They've been really doing it predominantly on the ground because, Louisiana came out in the cover 2. So they want to take advantage. And that's going to do it, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. That's only the end of the first quarter. It's 18-0 Falcons United over Louisiana. Let's see what we get back when we come back. Second quarter action right here on Generation X Sports Network. 5 wide receivers for Falcons United. No protection, minimum protection. Quarterback back to pass. Across the middle. Nice pass to the 20. Still on his feet. And they get all the way inside of the 5-yard line. Nice pass by Hayes. And they went with minimum protection there, but it didn't matter. The ball is out so quick. That was about a 2.5 second. The ball is released. Nice play call by Falcons United. Scores 18-0. Beginning of the second quarter, if you're just tuning in, it's been all Falcons United. Louisiana trying to find some answers against this offense. First and goal. Ball spotted at the 5-yard line. Trips to the left and twins to right. They'll come out with 5 wide once again. Call for motion. Quarterback back to pass. Ball is out quick and touchdown. And that is a quick release by Hayes as he took one step drop and the ball was gone. That increases the lead for Falcons United. We officially have a running clock here, ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning of the second quarter, 24-0 over Louisiana Wave. Tight little celebration now for Falcons United. Here's your point after attempt. Very efficient offense thus far for Falcons United. Hayes picking and choosing his spots. 5 wide receivers once again. Quarterback back to pass. Ball is out quick once again. This time it's broken up as the receiver would turn around for a quick dig route. And the Louisiana defender was able to get his hand in. So your score right now, 24-0. 7 minutes and 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Running clock here on Generation X. Hayes back at quarterback. Now they'll hand it off right up the middle. He'll make a big move, makes another move, and he's a load always to tackle. And as you can see, a pancake block right there on number 11, Corey. Not a lot of resistance from the Wave right now.
Number 14 came down from a safety spot to ensure that he gets to the ground. How about that? That's some resistance.
Yeah, There you go. So listen, that's going to bring up 2nd and short for the Falcons. About 3 yards, so most likely might be a running play again, and they'll hand it off to right inside Big Gun. And it's going to be a foot race now. Oh, stiff arm.
14.
Well, I think you jinxed him there, Corey.
My bad, 14.
I mean, the play before he made a good play.
Yeah. He tried that one too.
So it's been all Falcons United as they're doing it like the Air and Sea show right now.
Oh, flag on the play.
And that looks like it'll be a dead ball foul. A little bit of extra celebration going on. But why not, man, when you put on a play like that? They've been able to show you some thunder and lightning. Big back comes in, first sets the tone with some power runs. And then you see the speed right up the middle as he was able to get all the way down there. Put a big stiff arm on number 14 and increasing the lead for Falcons United. It's been all Falcons United, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're from Louisiana right now, you're trying to do some pride wishes for your team right now to show some type of pride. And if you're Falcons United, hey, you're sitting back and eating popcorn right now and enjoying the show.
After a pretty good kick return, Louisiana Wave is starting off with good field position.
49 yards. Let's see if they can get some positive yards on the drive. Has been all Falcons, as we said earlier in this broadcast. Clock is running, and we're about to get to halftime. See if they get a playoff before the half.
They're having a lot of trouble with the 3-4. These 3 D linemen is dominating the line of scrimmage. They send the house. He gets to the outside.
Positive yards.
Yeah, good play there.
And what happened, the DN didn't set the edge there, Corey. Basically kind of got inside. Didn't set the edge, and the Wave was able to see some light. And that's probably one of the most positive plays thus far. Clock is going to tick. They won't get another play off before the half. So your score at the half, ladies and gentlemen, 31. Falcons United, Louisiana Wave, 0.